Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be playing with some makeup that you can find at ULTA. I previously did this in makeup at Target, makeup at Sephora. So today we're going to be diving into a box full of products you can find at ULTA. If you would like to hear about these products and see them in action, then just keep watching. I already went ahead and prepped my face with a little bit of the Drunk Elephant Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum and the Mudmaskey Eye Serum, just so that my skin is nice and hydrated for the very first product we are going to be trying today, which is from Iredale. It is the Pure Pressed Base. It's the mineral foundation. It has an SPF of 20, broad spectrum, water resistant. Now, I read online that this can be used as a foundation or a concealer. You're just supposed to blend it down on the face and it can be built up, and then it says afterwards to spray it to really add hydration. So we have a spray as well. So this is the first product I wanted to check out. We have Ivory, Riviera, and Mahogany. It also said online to use a couple shades deeper for bronzer, so they were kind enough to send me a range of shades to try out. So I figured we would try Ivory first and then perhaps Riviera as a bronzer, and if that's not dark enough, then we have Mahogany. Let me zoom in so you can actually see what's going on. Okay, so you can see before redness, broken capillaries, birthmarks. After, just a little bit smoothed out, a little bit more evened out. Now it did say you can use a smaller brush to pinpoint and get more of a concealer effect, so we're gonna try that. So I'm gonna use my Sonia Kashuk Precision Concealer Brush and see if we can get this built up under the eyes. Okay, so was I able to build up certain sections? I definitely was, but I would say I'm probably getting like light, possibly light to medium coverage. It's definitely not gonna build up a whole lot more than that. I did already color correct my under eyes, so I'm just trying to kind of brighten them now with the powder. And I would feel confident going out of the house like this. Like, it did cover enough that I feel like my skin looks uniform on this side compared to this side. Like, I don't like all the reds and the blues and the scars, and I have a sunspot over here. So this does look even. It looks a little ghostly, but that's because we haven't added any color to it yet. Before versus after, I think it looks pretty nice. It feels nice. It surprisingly doesn't look very cakey or dry. I feel like I put a good amount on. So far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other side of my face off camera. Okay, so my face is a bit more uniform. Let's go into Riviera next and see how this works as a bronzer. We already kind of concealed, so let's move on to the next step, which would be this guy right here. Now it says to brush downward, which you can't do with contour and bronzer, so we might have to get a little creative with how we apply this one. Okay, so it's not bad as a bronzer, but I think I'm gonna try this shade that's even deeper right here. I think I'm gonna regret this one, but it's a powder, so it can be blended out. Okay, it's a little bit too deep, but it did add just a little bit of warmth that I was looking for to the skin. So we have flat Ivory, and then we have Riviera and Mahogany on this side. Okay, so the powder foundation, powder concealer is on. It did an okay job. Like, it's not great. It looks like a powder foundation. So like, you can tell there's a layer of powder on my face, but it still isn't fully covered. I hydrated really well. It is looking a little bit dry, but that's why the instructions say to spray or use their hydration mist to add hydration back into it. But today I'm going to try a different spray. This one is from Manna Kadar. It's the Hydration Happy Hydrating Face Mist. Has minerals found in the Dead Sea, zinc, copper, magnesium, potassium, They're supposed to cleanse, revitalize, and strengthen the skin. So we'll give this a try. It says shake well. Let's see what the mister's like. Okay. It smells good, so let's see. So before. That actually helped a lot. There's quite a lot of glow now to the skin. It does look more realistic, more satin, more dewy, if you will, but it feels completely dry. So it didn't leave the face feeling greasy or slimy. I think this is a really good setting spray. Wow. Okay, so far I like that. So let's move on to the next product, which is from Benefit. It's this little guy here. It is the Tickle. It is a Tickle Me Pink. It's a Featherlight Silky Fine Powder Highlighter that gives a golden pink luster. Now, I've previously tried the Benefit Hula Bronzer, but I don't think I've tried any of their blushes or highlights. This is what it looks like. It looks really, really pretty. I already have a bit of glow from that setting spray and a little bit of bronze. So now maybe we can use this as like a blush highlight combination. Now they give you this little brush, which I never tend to use the brushes that come with products like this, but let's give it a try. First, let me swatch it. It looks beautiful. Ooh. You guys see it right here? So that looks beautiful. It looks like a shade I would definitely use. I feel like I need a little blush first. Let me just pop on a little blush real quickly. Okay, let's see. That's pretty. Definitely accentuates my fine lines, but anything sparkly is going to do that. So fun. So I feel like this would be a great blush topper. I'm not so sure about the highlight because you do see a bit of the pink coming through. And you do see a significant gold shift. So let's try to melt that into the skin with some more of this little spray here. I do have to say that this nozzle has like a wide flat spray. It isn't like a spread out mist. It's kind of like this. I feel like the highlight got even golder with that mist. Like now all I see is a stripe of gold across my cheek. I don't see as much of the pink anymore. So I'm not sure I'm loving that actually. I don't go for gold highlights, and while it looks very pink in the pan, it has a very strong gold shift. So it's just okay, but probably not my favorite. Next up, we have a lip combination that was sent to me from Biz Agent, which is a marketing brand or a marketing company that sends out samples in exchange for reviews, Instagram posts, things like that. So we have the Hazelnut Lip Liner and the Haze lipstick to try. I don't know if these are going to be my shades or not, but we'll see what happens. Ooh, that looks promising. All right, so this one is the Hazelnut Lip Liner. I could definitely do that. And then we have the Haze lipstick. Well, that looks light. Definitely is light, so I'm gonna have to line quite significantly. One thing I have to mention about this pencil is that it is like a rounded square so that when you place it on the table, it's not going to roll away. I really appreciate that. I can't tell you how many times my liners have just rollen off the table onto the floor and then I'm like, where did it go? So that was smart packaging on their part. Okay, I'm finding it a little bit hard to draw onto the top lip. Like it's not like a gel formula that's a bit softer. It's like a standard pencil liner that's a bit harder. but it did come off fairly easily. It's just, I can feel it. I can feel the hardness of the pencil, and it's not the most pleasant on my lips, if that makes sense, but the color transferred very well. I mean, you can see it's very opaque, so I like that. I'm not sure the shade is for me, but perhaps with more of like a pinky tone lipstick, it would be fine, but that's not what we're trying today. We're trying this one. These are the shades that were sent to me from Biz Agent. So here we go. We're adding a little bit of haze. I feel like this lip combination is one that Taylor Wynn would love. She loves these like tannish lip products and then these light nude lipsticks. I'm getting a little bit of MAC lipstick scent with this one. Like that very, very, very slight vanilla scent. The lipstick is very comfortable on my lips. I would say it's like a satin finish. It's not glossy, it's not matte. Makes my teeth look very yellow. So not the most flattering for your teeth, but the shade itself, I think I can get away with wearing this. It's not too bad. Like I feel like I might need to go a hair darker with the lip liner or go more neutral with the blush or something, but so far so good. Okay, so my final thoughts on the products we tried today. The Jane Iredale Powder Foundation. My skin looks really smooth, natural. Like it's not even settling into the lines here or into my smile lines. Like everything looks nice and fresh. So it doesn't have the dryness of a powder foundation once you add a hydration spray. So I like this. I'm just not sure if I'm going to reach for it every day because I generally think it's faster and a little easier to just kind of put a cream foundation on and be done. This took a little bit more working, a little bit more building. But since it does have SPF, oh, that's interesting. Two of them have an SPF of 20 and the darkest one has an SPF of 15. That's really interesting. They have different SPFs. I am curious as to why. If anyone knows, let me know, because people with brown skin are still prone to sun damage and sunburn. So I'm wondering why the SPF on the darker one is lower than on the lighter ones. That's really interesting, something I just noticed. I feel like they should all be the same, especially when it says recommended skin cancer foundation daily use. Don't know. But anyway, the powder looks fine on my face. Like you can see, I have like a lot of glow on my forehead. I have glow on my face. I mean, obviously not the gold glow, but I think a lot of it is this spray. I am obsessed with this right now. This did a phenomenal job sinking the powder in, hydrating my skin. Like you don't see my forehead lines, you don't see my slight 11s, they're not very deep. This did a really nice job refreshing everything. So right now, this is probably the standout of today's video. Highly impressed with this. The Benefit Tickle highlight, it's a little too gold for me. I'm gonna say I wish it had more of the pink and less of the gold. It's not the shade for me, but the formula is beautiful. It was so soft. I mean, that would make a gorgeous shadow. Pink to gold, it's just a little too strong in the gold department to work for my fair to light skin tone. That's all. Beautiful product, just not the shade for me. And finally, the Anastasia Lip Products. While I think I prefer more of like a creamy gel pencil consistency as opposed to just 100% pencil, I have no complaints with how the color transferred, with the opacity. I like the design of the pencil so it doesn't roll off the table. The lipstick, the packaging is beautiful. It's like this nice rose gold. It's not magnetic, it's like a suction cap, which is fine, so it's not going to be coming off in your purse. The formula is really nice. Like, it reminds me a lot of a MAC lipstick. I'm just not sure about the shade. I might like this over more of like a pinky nude lip liner. This reminds me a lot of the Beauty lipstick. Let me compare it to the Christian Audette and Mel Thompson Beauty lipstick, which is one of my favorite nudes. All right, so here is ABH and here is Mel's. It has a bit more pink and a bit more warmth to it. So it's still a light lipstick, but just has a little bit more warmth, a little bit more pigment to it. So that's how they compare. The other one that I use to lighten my lipsticks is MAC's Cream Sheen Creme de Nude. Let's see how it compares to that one. So here is ABH, here is MAC. Again, slightly peachier, a little bit more color to it. So that might actually be the lightest lipstick that I own. So it'll be nice to create like ombre or highlight the center of the lip. So I'll definitely get use out of both of those products. It just isn't a color that I would be drawn to if I walked into a store and had to pick from a full range. That wouldn't be the one I'd pick, but I'm definitely gonna get some use out of it. So that is it for my trying new makeup at Ulta. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.